These are 10 AI tools that can help you to create content faster, think clearer, and get more done without being glued to your screen all day. Whether you create YouTube videos, write blog posts, send emails, create lead magnets, or sell digital products, these AI tools can genuinely change how you work online. And make sure you stick around to the end, because the last tool on our list is something that could potentially change content creation as we know it. And I've linked to all these tools in the description below this video, so it's easy for you to find them. Now let's jump straight in. Now for AI tool number 1, we have Phrase. So Phrase is an AI tool that creates SEO and GEO optimized articles for your website and blog. Now this is extremely important because SEO helps your content get found in search engines like Google and Bing, and GEO, which is generative engine optimization,
nerd alert!
Arguably nowadays even more important than SEO, helps your content get surfaced in AI tools like ChatGPT and Perplexity and Google's AI overviews. And when these AI platforms reference your content, they also include links to your articles, which sends you more traffic. Now, lucky for you, Phrase optimizes your content for both SEO and GEO, bringing you even more traffic from your efforts. And the coolest part is that Phrase can write complete articles for you that are fully optimized and ready to rank. Let me show you how it works. So here we are inside of Phrase, and when it comes to writing optimized articles, you start off with these 3 options, and for the first one, Phrase will generate for you a complete article that's ready to rank in search engines as well as being GEO optimized, and it does this by analyzing the search results in platforms like Google to see exactly why the top ranking articles are ranking at the top, and then create you a highly competitive optimized article, all in about 5 minutes. That's pretty impressive, and I'll show it to you in a minute. Or the second option, if you want to do more deep research on your topic before moving on to the writing, then you select this option right here. Or thirdly, if you've already got content on your website, but it's just not getting that much traffic, then you can import the URL of your article right here into Phrase. Phrase will tell you exactly why it's not getting much traffic, and then help you to rewrite and optimize that article. Now that said, let me show you this option right here. So first of all, Phrase wants to know what our topic of our article is. And for this, you can simply enter your keyword or blog post title. So let's say I want to write an article on the top AI tools for content creators. And now here I can select the word length that I want this article to be. So if I say I'm going to choose 2,500 words, I'm going to click this button that says generate content. Now, before Phrase actually starts writing our article, it's going to spend a few minutes doing some research and analysing the search results in Google and taking a very close look at the top articles ranking for this keyword. And then once you're happy, you can go ahead and get Phrase to write the entire content for you, fully optimised with SEO in mind. So now Phrase has completed the research phase of our article. Right here on the left, these are the articles that are currently ranking for our topic in Google. And if you want to, you can click on this little button right here and deselect any options that you don't want your article to be based on. Now your article is not going to be plagiarized, so don't worry about that. What Phrase is actually going to do is it's going to use these articles for inspiration. So once you've selected the ones you want to use, click save. And Phrase has also pulled some questions that are commonly asked online about your topic. So you can select the ones that you definitely want to be included in your article too. And now here is the proposed outline for your article that Phrase is going to create for you. And here is the headline and each of the subheadlines within your content. And you can click on any of these and make changes before your content's written. Or if you had specific knowledge, like your own knowledge, your own experiences that you also want to put in this content too, you can click this little brain icon right here. You can write all your own content, your own knowledge, your own wisdom, and your own experiences up to 5,000 words. Phrase will then use that too and include it in your article for you. And we also have this little section right here where we can select the tone of voice that we want the article to be written in, as well as adjusting our word length. Or you can also even create a detailed brand voice and save that in your Phrase account. That way you can then select your brand voice each time you write an article and keep everything consistent for your brand. Let's click generate article, and now Phrase will go ahead and write our article in about 5 minutes. So now our article is ready. We can click on this review button right here, and here we see our article fully written. And we can see we have a word count down here of 2,700 words, which is pretty decent. Phrase has also even included links within our article as well when it's referencing sources. This is excellent. Phrase is giving us an overall score of 68, and the score for the GEO is just loading right now. This can take a minute. We'll check that in a sec. But if I click from this drop down right here, now we can see more detail about our article, which keywords have been included in our article right here, and where Phrase is suggesting we should add that keyword a few more times. And as you add those keywords to your content manually, your SEO score will increase. You don't need to get it to 100%, but the higher the better. Usually personally, I aim for something over 80%, just as a rough idea. And now here we can see our GEO optimization score is 87%, which is pretty amazing. So right out of the gate, this article should stand a good chance of getting picked up by AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity, as well as Phrase suggesting some little tweaks you can make, for example, simplifying certain sentences. And I can do that just by clicking on this button, and straight away, Phrase has rewritten that sentence for us to make it more simple, as well as other optimization suggestions Phrase is suggesting right here too. Now, besides that, Phrase also has lots of other AI tools to help you with content creation right here. If you want to generate blog post titles, listicle style articles, as well as writing emails and Facebook posts and Google search ads, as well as an AI tool for LinkedIn posts and writing Quora answers, the YouTube description generator, as well as YouTube video ideas. So now you have your article written. But what if you now want to turn that article into lots of other pieces of content quickly without having to write everything from scratch? Well, that's where our next AI tool comes in, and this one is free. So here we are in ChatGPT, and yes, I know everyone keeps going on about ChatGPT, but it's just so useful and it's free, so bear with me. Now, ChatGPT is best for things like research and ideation and repurposing content, and not as a replacement for writing. So for example, let's say we've got our article written, which we do have from Phrase, and we paste it into ChatGPT right here, and then we can start getting Chat to multiply this content into other pieces of content for us for other platforms. For example, if I just make a space after my content, I can ask Chat to create 20 tweets that each focus on a single idea. Submit this to ChatGPT, and straight away, Chat starts writing and coming up with our tweets. And then I can also ask Chat to turn the same piece of content into an intriguing Facebook post written in a conversational, upbeat, and persuasive tone. Submit this to Chat, and now Chat is going to create our Facebook post for us. It's going to start off with writing the subject line and then creating the content. Or I can also ask Chat to give me 5 hooks for YouTube Shorts based on this content. And now, of course, ChatGPT pretty instantly is going to come up with our hooks for our YouTube Shorts. Now, what if you want to start creating video content quickly, especially short form videos, without filming yourself or learning complex editing software? Well, that's where our next AI tool comes in. So InVideo is designed to help you create short form videos for YouTube Shorts, TikTok or Instagram Reels just by using simple text prompts. Now, this is perfect if you don't want to be on camera, you want to post consistently and therefore want to be able to create videos quickly, or you just want video content without the heavy setup. You can literally type something like, create a video explaining why consistency matters for content creators, and InVideo will generate the video clips, the text overlays, music and captions all automatically. Not only that, but it also has generative AI features on the high price plans, which can create some really impressive videos. Let me show you how it works. So inside InVideo here, we have a really simple dashboard, which I actually really appreciate. And we can simply write our text prompts right in here and get InVideo to create videos for us. However, there is a bit more to it than that. For example, we can create a short video right here, and then we have a few options to choose from to create a video. So this is great for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and things like that. Or we also have a wizard for explainer videos, or you can upload your own script right here and use that to create your video. And you also have various workflows that are set up for you, as well as the ability to clone yourself. And there is also this other feature right here labeled InVideo Vision. If we click on this, this is generative AI type videos, and you can create these kinds of videos, which are actually really, really impressive. Now we'll come back to this in a minute, but first of all, let me show you how to create a more simple video first of all, and then we'll have a look at the generative AI type videos. So inside this wizard right here, I can select fast-paced or very fast-paced. Let's just go for fast-paced. I'm going to type my topic right in here, top 3 benefits for intermittent fasting. Now here I can select my background music. I'm just going to leave that on fast and energetic. Language, I'm going to leave that on English. You can opt to include subtitles, and let's go for karaoke style. Then here you can choose one of InVideo's AI voiceovers. Let's go for a middle-aged British voice. Now there will be a watermark on my video because I'm just using the free plan to demo this to you guys. And yes, InVideo does have a free plan, but with limitations of minutes, and they do add a watermark, unfortunately, to the videos too. Then you can select your music preference. It's going to leave that on best audio available. Again, bear in mind, this is the free plan. I'm just going to keep that on stock media. And now here you can select the duration. Let's put it on 20 seconds. Platform's going to be for YouTube Shorts, and generate our video with stock media. Now this can take a minute, so I'll pause and be back with you in a sec. Okay, now our video's ready. Let's press play and see what our video's like.
3 quick reasons to try fasting. No fad, just results. Benefit 1, faster fat burn and real weight loss. Benefit 2, clearer focus and sharper brain power. Benefit 3, steadier blood sugar and consistent energy.
Now, if I want to make any edits to my video, I can do that down here. Give a few more prompts to make changes. Now, before we move on to AI tool number 4, I just want to quickly show you the generative AI features of InVideo. Now, back in the InVideo editor, remember we had this InVideo Vision feature right here. If I click on this, this shows us the type of videos that you could create with InVideo, just to give you an idea. However, since I'm on the free plan, I do have the option to use these mini mix effects right here. If I click on this, for example, let's click on this one, the skier being chased by a bear. And here you need to create a project. Let's leave it on today's date. Now here we already have the prompt in the prompt window right here. Make a video of me being chased by a bear while skiing. And now here I've got this little plus button. If I click on this, I can open my downloads folder and find an image of me, pull that in, and then click unlimited. And now right here, InVideo is going to create our video for us. So let's click play and check out our video. Now, this is the free version of the generative AI feature for InVideo, which is pretty decent. And I can also download this now to my computer and use that in anything I want. And there's no watermark on it either, which is pretty cool. Now, if you want to check out InVideo for yourself, like all these AI tools, the link is in the description below this video. Now, tool number 4 on our list is one I use pretty much every day in my business. It saves me a ton of time and it's really fun to work with. Now, Canva AI is all about removing friction from visual content creation. You don't need to be a designer, you just need to click a couple of buttons and enter a few text prompts. Simple as that, pretty much. So with Canva AI, you can do things like creating videos, creating images, writing code for you to create things like interactive widgets, and even writing content for you too. Let me show you a few examples. So let's say I want to create an interactive widget for my website, but I have no idea how to write code. So what I can do is come to Canva and come to the left sidebar and click on this option where it says Canva AI. And then from these options, we can see there are already some different widget templates set up for us. For example, here is a simple countdown timer, and here's another one, an interactive pricing calculator that I can share with my clients. And there's lots of them in here that have already been created. That said, let's go with this one, the interactive pricing calculator. If I click on it, it's going to open up, and already Canva has created this prompt for us. And instantly, the AI starts creating the code for this prompt right here. And there we go, in less than 2 minutes, Canva has created this interactive pricing calculator for us. If you want to make any changes to it, you can just enter the changes you need in the prompt box. For example, let's change the name to Steve's Pro Photography Studio. Submit this prompt, and now Canva AI is going to get to work making that change. And just like that, we've changed the name on the calculator. And of course, you can do that with absolutely anything of this widget. For example, if you needed to change the prices, change the colors, or even add more features too. And once you're happy with it, you can click on this option to show the code. You can copy the code right here and then embed that into a page on your website. Alternatively, if you want to create a widget from scratch, make sure you've selected code. And here you can describe your idea to Canva AI. For example, an interactive quiz for a keto meal plan. If I submit this to Canva AI, Canva is now going to create that code for me for my quiz. Now, of course, if you're actually going to use this for your actual business, you're probably going to want to tell Canva which questions and then which answers you want to have in your quiz. I'm just doing this as a demo for you guys just to be quick. But you can spend some time fleshing out your prompt and telling Canva exactly what you want. But just for fun, let's see what it comes up with for us from this really simple prompt here. Okay, there we go. So now Canva has just told us what it's created right here. And now here is the quiz. So I can click on Start Quiz and go through it and see what I think. So what is your primary goal? Let's say increase energy. How active is your lifestyle? Let's say moderate activity. What's your cooking experience? Let's go intermediate. Any dietary restrictions? I'll select dairy free. How much time can you dedicate to meal prep? 1 to 2 hours on weekends. And now Canva has already given us a menu right here and some pro tips as well. That's pretty awesome. And of course, I can come up to show code and I can copy this code right here and embed it on any page on my website to show this quiz. Now, there literally are hundreds of things you can create with this. For example, with the text box right here, I can select design and go to logo, and I can ask Canva AI to create me a cool, stylish logo for my business. And just like that, in seconds, Canva AI has come up with several different designs for our logo that you can choose from. And if you didn't like any of these, or if you just wanted to adjust them, then you can just give Canva more prompts in the prompts box to ask Canva for changes for you. And within a few seconds, Canva will create more designs for you to choose from. So whether it's creating interactive widgets or marketing designs like logos or presentations, or even creating videos or Instagram posts and things like that, Canva AI is super useful. Now, this next AI tool is excellent for turning your existing content into ebooks. For example, not only can it turn your blog posts, YouTube videos, and podcasts into ebooks, but it also has its own built-in AI writing tool that can write the entire content of your ebook for you if that's the way you prefer to go. And once you have your finished ebook, this tool can then also turn your ebook into an audiobook. Now, this tool is called Designer and it's really easy to use. Let me show you how it works. Now, here we are inside of Designer, and there's quite a lot you can do with this tool, but just to keep it simple for you, for the sake of this video not getting too long, we're going to come up to the top here and click on New Ebook, and we'll see a wizard right here that will talk us through a few steps to create our ebook. So first of all, Designer wants to know what format you want to publish your ebook in. If we click on this, we can create a PDF ebook and export it directly to Amazon Kindle, create a live book or an EPUB. I'm going to go with PDF. And now here, Designer wants to know what you want to use for your baseline. So I select from the options. If I wanted to convert a blog post into an ebook, I can select this option and enter the URL of my blog post. Designer will then pull the content in and turn it into an ebook. Alternatively, I can do the same thing with a YouTube video right here, or also a podcast, or even any other kind of video as well. Or if I have content pre-written in like a Google Doc or Word doc, I can also import that content right here too. However, the option I'm going to use is this one right here. This is Designer's own AI writing tool that will write the entire content of our ebook for us. Now we select the topic for our book. Let's choose health and wellness and then begin our project. And now Designer will ask us a few more questions, like for example, what is the niche? So let's say intermittent fasting, select your language, and then Designer gets us to sub-niche further down. So let's say intermittent fasting for athletes. Hit next. And now Designer comes up with titles for us for our ebook. Choose the one you want, go to the next stage, select your tone of voice. Let's go for enthusiastic. And now Designer is going to create the entire outline of our ebook for us, which you can adjust and edit before Designer will then write the entire content for you too. Just so this video doesn't get too long, I'm just going to create the first few chapters just to show you guys. I'm also going to select this option right here to get Designer to create images with AI and add them to our ebook too. Hit next. And while Designer is writing this content, you can have a read, make any edits you want to as you go along, as well as manually adding any images you might want to add, and so on. When Designer creates images for you, usually creates a few options for you to choose from. If you like the image, you can click the button to insert it into your content. And then once your ebook is ready and you're happy with it, you can come up to the top and choose a template. When you see one you like, you can select the template and bring it into the editor where you can edit your design and get it looking just how you want, as well as adding things like tables of contents, videos, audio files, QR codes, call to actions, and so on. Once you're happy with your ebook, you can come down to the bottom, click on the publish button, where you can publish it as a PDF or Amazon Kindle, live book, or even turn it into an audiobook. So I'm going to turn this one into a PDF, click on export. Now I can download this ebook as a PDF to my computer, or I can click on open as flipbook and see what it will look like to my audience when they view it as a flipbook. This now is what our ebook will look like as a flipbook, and people will be able to flick through and read your ebook just like that. So pretty nice, right? Now there is a lot you can do with Designer, so if you want to see a deep dive, then I recommend you watch this video that I'm showing on the screen right now. And I've left a link to that video in the description below this video, so it's easy for you to find it. Also just know, at the moment, there is currently a hidden lifetime deal on Designer's standard plan, which is $27 one-time payment for lifetime access to their standard plan. I've also left a link to that lifetime deal in the description box below this video. Okay, quick pause here. If you're getting value from this video, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. On this channel, I share step-by-step guides on how to simplify the tech side of your business to help you be more productive, how to actually use AI and other smart tools the right way, and how to turn those tools into systems that can potentially bring in more revenue. So if that sounds good to you, then I'd love you to be a subscriber so you don't miss what comes next. Now, AI tool number 6 on that list is Sora 2. And this is excellent for creating really realistic visuals, videos, and images. And what I use this for a lot is for creating images for my blog posts, for featured images, or even images within content if I can't find what I'm looking for. But not only that, you could also use this to create images for like Facebook ads or Pinterest and Instagram visuals too. So once you're inside Sora, it's really easy to use. Now, to create your own images and videos, all you need to do is come down to this prompt box at the bottom here. And first of all, you select if you want to create a video or an image. Let's go for image first of all. And then you select your aspect ratio. Let's keep it on 3:2. And then you can select how many variations you want. Let's just go for 2 variations. And now I enter my prompt. So let's say I want to create a featured image for my next blog post. I'm not actually creating this post, but just say I was. I could ask Sora, create a featured image for a blog post titled Top AI Tools for Content Creators. I could, of course, give a longer prompt if I had specifics I want in my image. But just for speed, let's go with this. Submit this to Sora. Now, this does take a couple of minutes, but what you'll see at the top, you see this little spinning icon right here. So this is Sora working on our image. So if I click on this right here, I can see at the very top of this list, this is our image that Sora is creating. So if I open this up, we'll see our image being generated. Now that actually took less than a minute. It took about 45 seconds, and Sora has created 2 different versions that we can choose from. And I can download both of them if I want to, or I can come down to the prompt area at the bottom right here and edit my prompt and get Sora to make some changes if I wanted some changes made. But let's say I like this one. All I need to do is click on it and come to the top and click on download. And this will download now to my computer, ready for me to use in my blog post. Now, when it comes to creating video with Sora, the process is basically the same. So we come down to this text prompt here. Just make sure you select video instead of image. Choose your aspect ratio. Choose your resolution. Let's go for 720. And you can select your duration. Let's keep this on 5 seconds. And you can select here how many variations you want Sora to make for you. So let's create a simple one. Make a video of me being picked up by a helicopter. So I'm just going to click this plus button right here to add a picture of me. Okay, so that one will do. Then submit my prompt and we'll see what kind of video Sora comes up with for us. And again, in the top right corner, we can click on this little icon right here and then see our videos being created right here. And just like that, Sora creates our video. Now, pretty impressive. This looks really good. The only issue is I made the video a bit too short. It's only 5 seconds, so I don't actually get on the helicopter, but you get the idea. Now, if you thought that was impressive, this next AI tool is absolutely incredible and it can make all kinds of content for you and it's free. Now, Notebook LM is an AI tool from Google and it's absolutely amazing for research. But not only that, it can also create all kinds of content for you too. Let me show you how it works and how you can use it as a content creator. So to begin, you click the button right here to create a new notebook. And now you get options right here to upload all different kinds of sources. For example, If you've got website URLs that you've come across, like other people's blog posts or your blog posts and things like that, you can click this website link right here and upload all those URLs as sources for research and inspiration. Then you can also do the same for YouTube videos by clicking this button right here and then pasting YouTube videos in. NotebookLM will then read that content in those videos and use that as a source for whatever you want to do with it. You can also copy paste text right in here, as well as also uploading documents from your Google Drive. And you can also upload all kinds of other files right here through drag and drop, such as PDFs, Word docs, and even images. So then, yep, NotebookLM will be able to read your images and use that information as a source for you too. Then once you've added all your sources, you'll see them in the dashboard of your notebook in the left-hand side right down here. As you can see, I've got a mix of YouTube videos, blog posts, PDFs, and so on. And then right here in the middle, I can ask NotebookLM questions from my research, much the same as you'd ask ChatGPT a question, except NotebookLM is not going to make up shit like ChatGPT can sometimes do. Instead, NotebookLM is only going to pull answers from the sources that you've provided, which is super useful. And now, this is where things get really cool, because in the top right here, you can then use a variety of tools to create content out of your sources. For example, we can create an infographic right here by clicking on the pencil. I can select if I want a landscape, portrait, or a square infographic. I can choose if I want a really detailed infographic or something that's a bit more concise. And then here is where you enter your prompt and tell NotebookLM exactly what you want. So I've asked, create an infographic showing the top 5 tips for longevity that are backed by science. Click generate, and straight away NotebookLM gets to work creating my infographic. Now our infographic is ready. Let's click and see what it looks like. And that looks pretty awesome. That's quite impressive, right? And you can just download this right here to your computer and use it as you want. Now, it doesn't stop there. NotebookLM can also create videos for you as well. Right here, I've got the option to create explainer videos or brief videos. These are excellent for faceless animated style type content. And down here, you've got a list of options for video style, from whiteboard to anime style, watercolor, retro, and so on. Now, here's an example of a video I made earlier. Just to save time to show you guys, let's press play and I'll show you what it's like.
All right, let's talk about the longevity equation. It's not just about living longer, but living better. Sure, we're all living longer, but here's the big question. Are we actually living better? And this chart really shows the problem. Look at that gap.
Now, what if you want to create a presentation? Perhaps you've got a webinar coming up? Well, NotebookLM can do that for you too. And you can use this slide deck option right here, and you can either create a detailed deck or presenter slides. Here's one I created earlier from this same content. Let's take a look at our slides. Now look at these. This is amazing. Look at the quality of that. And these are the quality of the slides they can create for you for your presentations. Pretty awesome, right? And not only that, NotebookLM can also create blog posts for you too. So you can go up to reports right here, select this option. Now right here, we can create all kinds of reports, including study guides and explainer articles. But the top right here, we've got blog posts. So if I click on this pencil for the blog post, here is where I can give a detailed prompt on exactly what I want my blog post to be about. Now, if I click generate, this will take usually a minute or two to write a pretty decent blog post. As we see, NotebookLM is getting to work right here, creating our post for us. Now here is our blog post ready. If I click on this, we can see the content of our blog post right here. Check that out. And now at the top, I can copy this and paste it into a Google Doc if I want to edit it, or you can publish it on your website. And one more feature you might find useful as a content creator is their audio overviews. So with this, if I click this pencil icon, what you can do here is create a podcast discussion on your topic, which will be discussed by 2 podcast hosts. And just like the video I showed you, the voices sound super realistic. Now, as a creator, one idea is, let's say, for example, you have blog posts that are published on your website, and you want to create an accompanying audio version of each of your blog posts to embed on your blog post. So your website visitors have the option to either read the article or listen to the podcast version of your article. So to do that, you'd simply come up to sources right here, click on website and add your URL for your blog post right here. And then in your sources list on the left-hand side, you would uncheck all the sources, but only select your blog post. Then come to audio overviews and create the style of podcast you want to create for your blog post. You can also do the same thing with your YouTube videos and then publish them on podcast platforms. Now again, save time. Here is an example of a podcast I created earlier. If I click on this, I'll show you what this podcast is like.
Welcome to the debate. Our society has largely mastered the art of longevity, but the real challenge now, the modern health challenge, is closing that huge gap between lifespan and health span.
A gap that's getting wider for a lot of people.
Now, there's a ton you can do with NotebookLM, so if you're new to this tool, I recommend you watch this video, which will take you through a deep dive and show you how to use all the different features. I've left a link to that video in the description below this video, so it's easy for you to find it. Now, if you need to create content with a decent sounding voice, but you don't want to use your own, perhaps you want to create an audiobook or faceless videos, and you need a really high quality sounding voice, then that's where our next AI tool comes in. Now, 11 Labs is by far the best AI voiceover tool out there. It can create extremely realistic speech from text. And this one opens a lot of doors for content creators. For example, you can use 11 Labs for short-form video narration, long-form YouTube videos, faceless YouTube channels, audio versions of your blog posts, creating audiobooks. And instead of recording voiceovers yourself, you paste in your text and generate your audio in seconds. Now, this is a game changer if you don't like recording your own voice, or if you want to scale your content faster and you want to offer audio versions of your written content. Now, let me show you the quality of some of the voiceovers you can use, and they are seriously impressive. Now, here inside 11 Labs, you can actually do a lot more than just create AI voiceovers. For example, right here, they also have a range of sound effects that you can use for your projects, as well as having an option to create images and videos too, similar to what we created earlier with Sora. And they also have this voice changer feature where you can upload a sample of your own voice and then clone your voice. So if you do actually want, for example, your audiobook read in your voice, you just don't have time to do it. You can use this voice changer feature and get 11 Labs to create your voiceover for you with your voice, which is pretty impressive. Now, when it comes to different voiceovers that you can use inside 11 Labs, here are some examples that you can choose to use. Let's have a listen.
It is a profound truth that the deep things in science are not found because they are useful.
Welcome back to the Balance Podcast. I'm Hope, and today we're diving in.
I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils.
For the good old American life, for the money, for the glory, and for the fun, mostly for the money.
Pretty cool, right? Now, let me show you how the text-to-speech feature works. So we come over to the left side, select text-to-speech. Now here, all we do is we paste in our text right here, and this can be up to 5,000 characters. And then from here, we select our voice. Let's go for Brian, and I can adjust the speed, the stability, and a few other things. Now I'm going to generate the audio, then let's press play and see what we've got.
Somewhere out there, a voice actor just felt a disturbance in the force. I promise this wasn't personal.
Now, 11 Labs has a free plan that you can check out via the link in the description below this video. Now, this next tool will save you a ton of time if you're creating videos. I'm talking hours every single week it can save you, because it's designed specifically to remove the most boring part of editing, which is cutting out silences, filler words, mistakes, and awkward pauses. And they have a free plan. Let me show you how it works. Now, Gling AI has a free plan that allows you up to 1 hour per month of editing. But if you need more than that, then you'll have to upgrade to a paid plan. That said, it just starts at $10 per month, so it's quite affordable for most people. And to get started, you can simply click the Start for Free button. Then from here, you can drag and drop your content into the box right here. Gling will import your video and ask you what you want to do with it, edit with AI or extract shorts. Let's go for Edit with AI. Click Next, then you need to select your language right here, and then click Continue. And now Gling AI asks what you want it to do. So you can do things like cut silences, cut bad takes, remove filler words, add captions, auto zoom on sections, which is pretty awesome, enhance your audio for you, and even add AI backgrounds and like and subscribe buttons. So now before we move to the next stage, let me quickly show you the sample recording I made as a demo before the edits. And then we'll come back and I'll show you the video after the edits. So now, here is the video before the edits. This is a demo video showing you an example of editing your video using Gling AI. Okay, now let's move on to enhance and edit. Now we're going to bring our video into the editor, and Gling AI will have already automatically edited our video for us. So now here is the Gling editor. We can see our video in the timeline down the bottom here, and we can toggle this one on or off to skip the cuts or leave them in. Or I can click this button right here and show my video with the cuts removed. So let's take a look at this now. I click play, we should see the edited version of our video. This is a demo video showing you an example of editing your video using Gling AI. Cool, not bad, right? So imagine if this video was like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour long. It would take you a ton of time, hours, going through cutting out silences, retakes, filler words and things like that. But if you're a video editor or content creator on YouTube, Gling's just helped you to get half your life back. Now, for the last AI tool on our list for content creators, what if you could create talking head videos of you without you even being on camera? Sounds impossible, right? Well, not anymore. Check this out. So HeyGen allows you to create AI avatars that speak naturally on camera. You write your script, choose an avatar, and HeyGen will generate videos of that person speaking. So you can use this for faceless YouTube videos that still feel human, course creation without filming, cloning yourself into an AI-generated avatar, or even creating videos in multiple languages using the same person speaking. So this means no more faffing around with camera setup, lighting, and no more retakes. So inside HeyGen, you can choose from a range of AI avatars right here, and you've got actually quite a lot of templates to choose from. You can simply select the one you want and then enter the scripts that you want it to speak for you, and you're done. However, what I want to show you is how to create a clone of yourself using HeyGen. That way, if you create talking head videos, you can save time by using your AI avatar to be on camera for you. So in order to do that, you need to come to avatars on the left right here, and then we need to choose this option right here to clone a real person. If I click this, HeyGen first wants you to record a video of yourself talking for at least 30 seconds, but preferably up to 2 minutes. The longer you record it, the better. Or you can upload a video. If you've already got one recorded, you can click this link right here, then upload your video here. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to drop in my video and then click Create Avatar. And like it says right here, processing can take a few minutes, but you can actually start creating your video straight away. So let's click the button to use in a video. And now next step is we need to verify that we actually have permission to use this video. So if I click on the verify button, so I just need to now record myself speaking this script and send it to HeyGen. Now don't worry, they won't be able to use your image or your avatar. This is just for you to use within inside your own account. So I'm just going to pause the video while I do this step. Okay, so now that's done. At this point here, all you need to do is copy and paste your script right in here and get your new AI avatar to speak out your script. So I've just pasted in my script right here, and now in the right hand side I can select the voice. So HeyGen has already cloned my voice right here, or I can select to use a voice in a different accent. I can also adjust the speed and the volume right here as well. Once you're happy, click generate in the top right corner and give your video a name, and you can choose your resolution. Now everything I'm showing you at the moment is on the free plan, so max resolution you can choose on the free plan is 720. So let's go with that. Click submit and HeyGen will now create our video. Okay, now our video is ready. Let's click play and see what we've got.
Hi, this is actually an AI-generated version of me. I didn't set up a camera, I didn't record audio, and I didn't do a single retake. I just wrote the script, pressed a button, and this video was created for me. Welcome to the future of content creation.
So there you go, pretty crazy, right? Now, if you want to try HeyGen for free yourself, as well as all the other AI tools in this video, then you can access all of these tools at the link in the description below this video. Now, also, if you want to see 10 more AI tools that you won't believe are free, then watch this video right here.